how to move your digital assets into an LLC. Let's say you've got a pretty good allocation to digital assets and you've decided that you want to go ahead and move those into an LLC ahead of price appreciation to make sure you're able to mitigate tax implications and prepare yourself for the ability to liquidate some of those funds or potentially even transition those into a trust at a later date using some of the things we've discussed in other videos. What does that look like? What's the process? How does that even happen, right? I think a lot of people, they don't even know where to start. So obviously you're gonna have to file your LLC. You can work with one of our attorneys at Digital Ascension Group, or you can use the form on our site. Go ahead and get that filed. We suggest Wyoming. You can file it wherever you like, but that's kind of our theory that we think is best, and again, for lots of reasons that I've mentioned in other videos. So you're going to get that back. You're going to get the EIN number. You got the articles of incorporation. You got your registered agent. All those things have been dealt with. Now we're going to draft the operating agreement for your business. And this is how you're going to be able to move the digital assets that are on your cold wallet or on an exchange into the LLC. If you are a part of the mastermind, you should be able to access this on our site. You can scroll down here past all the resources that we do provide, and you're going to pull up either one of these operating agreements. If it's a multi-member LLC, you're going to use this one here. If it's single-member LLC, you're just going to download this here. So it's going to bring this up. It's going to be in Word. You're going to be able to modify this as needed. This is just a template for an operating agreement. Obviously, you're going to list the name of your company here. List yourself as the sole member. You're going to come on down past all the different articles that discuss how the distributions are made from the company and all the other things that are going to happen within it. If you need to change those things and, add or remove things, get with your attorney and do that, or look up, how to do those things and make sure that things are structured correctly. Here, obviously you're going to change the state, but you would list your name as the sole proprietor or the main member of this business, the manager. And again, up above this, you could list it as manager managed or member managed. If you are the 100% owner and you are the manager, it's going to be member managed. And here, list your address, the owner. You can wait and sign this once you've printed it out. And then on this page, this is where the magic happens. So let's say you've got your wallet address, it's holding, you would want to copy paste that. Obviously, you're not just going to type it in. And then let's say, it's XRP is the digital asset that you're holding in the wallet. You list that there. And then, you would list the amount of the XRP. So let's say you got 200,000 XRP in that wallet address on your cold wallet, on your Ledger or your Trezor or whatever cold device you're using. Today's price is 51 cents. That's going to be $102,000 worth of XRP. And you're going to need that for every single address that you're going to be listing within the LLC. So if you had more digital assets than just the XRP, you might have Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it might be. This is the format that you would listed here for your capital contribution. Some people have a lot, and then you can copy paste this piece and, add more lines if you need to. And then again, you're going to put the date here, print all this out, and then you're going to take it to a notary. So that might be at a title company or at your bank, and you'll sign this in front of the notary and get it notarized. And that'll serve as a timestamp of when this transaction took place and you moved your digital assets into the LLC. At a later date, you may have to file a 709 form with the IRS for the gift of these assets into the LLC. But the benefit of gifting the assets into the LLC versus doing a sale is that there's not a step up in basis, and you also don't restart the clock of how long you've held these digital assets. So that's a question I often get is, if I move them into an LLC, what are the implications of that? Do I have to deal with, now I've started over my capital gains, and when I go to liquidate, I'm going to be subject to short-term instead of long-term. That's not the case. If you gift these assets into the LLC, the cost basis remains the same, and as well as the time frame. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. I get this question all the time. If you do want this resource, obviously, check out the mastermind group. Would love to have you in the group. We provide a lot of other things there outside the scope of just some of these resources, but The estate planning, tax mitigation, business planning, financial education is a large driver of what we do there, along with the private funds that we run out of the group. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, we would love to have you. If you do have any questions, please post it in the comments below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.